again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know
you're wrong. No, you're wrong. How many times do I have to tell you that you're wrong? There's
Someday.
nothing about you that's right. You're just always wrong, all the time.
Why are you always so mean to me?
No, you're always mean to me.
I am not. You always say you're not gonna do things, but you do them anyway.
It was just a game. No need to cry about it. Baby, need a bottle.
See, you always do
Mom
that.
likes
I'm
you
trying to say
better. She
something,
said
and
you're
you never
fat and
acknowledge
smell like
anything.
jelly.
Whoa, boys. Calm down, boys. Take it easy. Now, can either of you boys explain to me what's going on here? Grandpa, he took the game from me, and he said he wasn't even going to take it from me.
Well, that's what happens when you just stand there like a big, fat idiot.
Is that all? You crazy kids and your confounded technology. Well, that reminds me of my days during World War II where we had to share rations in our own platoon.
Way to encourage him.
What was that?
Nothing.
Thought so. Anyway, that reminds me back in my days of serving in Europe about what happened between the Nazis and the Russians. What's that, Grandpa? Well, sit yourself back and I'll tell you all about it. The year is 1939, and the world is once again at the brink of war. Adolf Hitler, the dictator of Nazi Germany, was desperate to acquire new land in Europe. After gaining Austria and Czechoslovakia, Adolf Hitler sought his sights toward Poland. As the British and French opposed this, Adolf Hitler turned to the Soviet Union. The foreign minister of Germany, Ribbentrop, arranged a meeting with the foreign minister of the Soviet Union, Molotov. After the meeting in Moscow, they established two separate pacts, an economic agreement and a non-aggression pact. The economic agreement listed that they would provide supplies for each other. The second part, known as either the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact or the Nazi-Soviet non-aggression pact, established that the two would not fight one another during the war. It also established that they would separate conquered lands, including Poland. So, it would finally come on September 1st, 1939, Germany would invade the East. Less than 3 weeks later, the Soviet Union would invade the West. Do I get a say in this?
Nope.
World War II had begun. The alliance would not last long, however, as Adolf Hitler broke his promise in the pact and invaded the Soviet Union on June 22nd, 1941. Hello, Soviet Union! Hello, comrade. What have you been up to? Oh, nothing much. Just conquering all the lands of Europe. Do you remember that Non-Aggression Pact we signed years ago? Yes, I do recall that. Why do you bring it up, comrade? Well, I've been growing increasingly bored, so I'm going to break that and invade you now. Wait, what? Now the Soviet Union would join the Allied forces and gain the support of America. In the early part of 1941, America was neutral from the war. However, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt sympathized with the Allied forces fighting the Axis powers in Europe. Therefore, on March 11th, Congress passed the Lend-Lease Act. This gave the president the full authority to ship food, weapons, and other supplies to the Allied nations. The United States was also no democracy, until the impending strike at Pearl Harbor caused the U.S. to enter the war later that year. By the end of the war in 1945, over $50 billion of material was sent to aid Allied countries fighting overseas. The Soviet Union received over $11 billion of materials. Other countries had already paid off their debts to the United States, but the Soviet Union wanted more. In 1972, the Soviet Union finally agreed to pay off their debts to the United States, but only if America put them as their most favored trade nation. The United States never gave in to this demand, and the agreement between the two was canceled. Disagreements like this was fuel for the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union, which lasted after World War II until the later part of the 20th century. So what do you think about that? Oh, I get it. So the Americans provided for the Russians in their time of need. That's right, and it's just like the expression goes, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Whoa, I actually learned a lot from that.
Really? No!